How big and heavy can a whale actually get, and do they have belly buttons? What do the whales actually eat, and how much do they eat in a day? Stay tuned to find out. Whales are not fish at all. They're mammals, just like us. They breathe air, have warm blood, and even feed milk to their babies. But that's where the similarities end, because everything about whales is on a supersized scale. The blue whale, for example, can grow up to 30 meters or almost 100 feet long and weigh as much as 180 metric tons, about 200 US tons. That's heavier than 25 elephants combined. Even its heart is enormous. It can weigh about 180 kilograms, 400 pounds, and is the size of a small car. If you could crawl through its arteries, they'd be wide enough for a kid to fit inside. If you liked the video so far, please like video and subscribe to the channel. Whales eat in wild and messy ways. Baleen whales, like the blue whale or humpback, don't have teeth. Instead, they have hundreds of long, bristly plates called baleen hanging from their upper jaws. When they gulp a mouthful of seawater, they push the water out through the baleen and trap thousands of tiny krill and fish inside, like using a giant pasta strainer. In one mouthful, a blue whale can swallow up to 500 kilograms or 1,100 pounds of food. During feeding season, it can eat up to 3.6 metric tons or around 8,000 pounds of krill every single day. Imagine eating that many shrimp. It's like having a whole seafood buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And what happens after all that food? Well, whales poop a lot. Their poop isn't just huge, it's bright orange or red because it's full of digested krill. When whales release this colorful cloud, it floats on the ocean's surface like a big paint splash. But don't say ooh too fast. It's actually very important. Whale poop helps feed tiny ocean plants called phytoplankton, which produce over half of the world's oxygen. So yes, whale's poo helps you breathe. Some whales make noises louder than a jet engine. The blue whale's call can reach 188 decibels, louder than an airplane taking off. They use these booming sounds to communicate across oceans. Other species, like the sperm whale, make clicking noises that can travel hundreds of kilometers or miles underwater. Speaking of sperm whales, these deep diving champions can plunge more than 3,000 meters or 9,800 feet below the surface and stay underwater for up to 90 minutes. Their heads are filled with a special oily substance called spermaceti, which helps them control buoyancy. And yes, it looks and feels kind of gooey. Scientists once thought it was whale brain wax. Whales also fart, burp, and snore. Yes, snore, because they breathe through a blowhole on top of their heads. Sleeping whales float near the surface and sometimes let out a funny snort of air while resting. Baby whales, or calves, drink up to 200 liters or about 50 gallons of milk every day. But this milk isn't like the kind in your fridge. It's so thick, it's more like toothpaste. That helps it stay together underwater, so the baby doesn't lose its meal to the waves. And here's a surprising fact. Whales have belly buttons. Just like humans, since they were born from their mothers, they have a little navel on their underside. Some species even get itchy skin, so they rub themselves against the seabed or scratch against each other like giant underwater cats. Whales may be the ocean's biggest creatures, but they have a sense of humor too. Humpback whales blow bubble rings just for fun. Belugas can mimic sounds, like children giggling. And orcas, the killer whales, sometimes play with seaweed as if it were a toy. So, next time you think of whales, remember, they're not just majestic giants. They're the loudest singers, the deepest divers, the biggest eaters, and possibly the funniest farters in the sea. And even though they can be a little gross, the ocean wouldn't be the same without them. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.